some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Davenport. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking for space. It's Sands. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Owls look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Owls! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Woods. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Owls have moved it inside the 20. On the run, it's Sands. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Davenport. Pressure coming. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Jaguars moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Unleashes one. Working on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, South Alabama. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's...
Lots of running room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Davenport. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sands.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tight end finds a soft spot. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Buys a little time, and the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the ground with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
It's a seam wide open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was brick.
Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd down play from the gun. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got it on the outside. It's Messer.
But when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. If you put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This drive will open from the 15. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hauls it in, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Hunt is on its way. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Henry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Jaguars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's got his man across the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Tosses it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sands. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Henry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the field goal unit is on the field. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. It's good. A powerful kick, never a doubt for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.